Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mario Pedro Gould. You are now tuned into the Alpha Success Television Network. And today I want to talk about money. I want to talk about finances. I want to talk about being ridiculously successful. So, if you're the kind of person who is looking for financial security, financial independence, and financial freedom, today's message has been chosen just for you. Today, in my present life right now, I am in a position whereby I am looking at not one but two multi-million dollar deals that are going to come into fruition for me within the next 2 years. Okay? So I'm sitting down thinking to myself, hey, you know what, Mario? What is it that you have done that enables you to position yourself in a space whereby you are demanding and will receive multiple millions of dollars at such a young age? I'm 36 years old. I consider myself a young pup. What is it that I have done different? I was asking myself this question. I'm asking myself this question because I've spent half of my life in Africa, and I spent the other half of my life, in the West, out here in Canada when I moved here about 18 years ago. And I realized very quickly, as I'm asking myself this question, I'm looking around me and I'm asking myself, how come other people have not been able to position themselves in the same space that I have? People that I know, okay? I'm not talking about people on TV. I'm not talking about people, that you see on TV in the States that have achieved high levels of success. I'm talking about people that I've known all around me, that I've grown up with, over the past 18 years. So that is the basis of this conversation. The reason I believe, ladies and gentlemen, that I have put myself in such a position is because at this point in my life, I exercise a very, very, very high level of clarity. What do you mean by clarity, Mario? Okay. What I mean by clarity is this. In my inner eye, I have seen very, very, very clearly and continue to see very clearly without any fog on my window. I see very clearly what it is that I desire for my life. What are the things that I want? How is it that I want to live? What is the difference that I want to make for my family in Africa? What is the impact I want to create on a global basis? My vision is extremely clear. So the first thing for you is, what is it that you really, really want? Do you really have the answer to this question? Do you really know what it is that you want? Or is it some wishy-washy desire? Because when you're clear about your vision, it means that you're going to get your vision no matter what comes in your way. No obstacles are going to stop you. Let me give you a backdrop to this conversation. You got to understand that 18 years ago, when I moved to Canada from Kenya, East Africa, I landed here with probably about $1,000. I'm going to university. 18 years old. You can tell how quickly I blew that money. Within a couple of months, that money was gone. And guess what? I couldn't get a job because I had no experience. Everywhere I went and asked for a job at the university, they wouldn't give me a job. If they gave me a job to clean the washroom, I would graciously clean the washroom and just make some money. But no, it took me a very long time to get a job. So I remember very clearly that I was living in a basement, paying about $250 in a basement. I remember eating rice and beans, Kraft Dinner, and Ichiban every single day for weeks on end. I remember, ladies and gentlemen, that when I was in the College of Engineering, I used to wait until the end of the day when everybody has finished putting coins inside the pop machines. They leave their change at the bottom. I would go and collect their change, tally it up for a whole week, and I have enough to buy rice and beans to take me through another whole week. My girlfriend at the time called me Mr. Pop Machine Boy. So how is it possible that Mr. Pop Machine Boy went from a place of financial destitution to a space right now where he is relatively comfortable. But not only comfortable, he is in a space whereby he's about to realize and manifest multiple millions of dollars. You see, it's about mindset. You got to recognize your mindset. What is your mindset? How is it that you're looking at the world? You got to be clear about what it is that you want in life. One of the things that changed in my life in the past 18 years that really put me in this position whereby I know without a reasonable doubt that I have a significant amount of value to offer. And when people are around me or they watch me speak or they interact with me, they know that I'm going somewhere and they know I have a significant amount of value to offer. So people are very open about connecting with me when it comes to business. I changed, ladies and gentlemen. I wasn't always like this. A lot of people negate the importance of a formal education. They negate the importance of a formal education in creating wealth. 3 years ago, I made one of the greatest decisions in my life, and I went and did an MBA program. Now, does it mean that if you do an MBA program that you're going to be rich, wealthy, and successful? No, it doesn't mean that. But what an MBA program did for me was that it enabled me to develop. I already had an engineering degree, but it enabled me to develop my ability to see how a whole business functions. Every single department and how all of it becomes one. And that was beneficial for me because of the nature of the businesses that I'm involved in. Whatever industry that you're in, what is the formal education that you are investing in to enhance your ability to see the opportunities that are in front of you on a holistic basis, on a holistic scale? It doesn't have to be an MBA, but in your specific industry, what is the rigid formal education that you're developing for yourself? Let's ask more questions. One thing that I realized has enabled me to create a lot of value internally and hence people feel it externally has been my relentless development of my emotional intelligence, my ability to deal with my inner world, the demons that are within me, my ability to deal with my emotions, my negative emotions, has enabled me to develop a very high level of self-esteem, a very high level of confidence, a very high level of self-belief, ladies and gentlemen, which when I go into the external world, people recognize. I am able to socially interact. I'm able to move within different circles and talk to people and find out what their interests are, find out what their needs are. And from that way, I'm able to create relationships and build business opportunities. What is the work that you have done or are doing or intend to do to develop your emotional intelligence, which results in you developing your social capabilities? Because at the end of the day, business is about people. And when you develop your social capabilities, ladies and gentlemen, it enables you to develop your leadership ability. And when you develop your leadership ability, your ability to create financial independence grows exponentially. So we've talked about different things. We've talked about having a strong clarity of vision. We've talked about developing your emotional intelligence. We've talked about formal education. To be financially independent, financially free, financially secure, you have to be very sharp mentally. Very sharp mentally. What is it that you do to increase your brain power? What is it that you, are you a strong learner of whatever field that you have chosen to be in? Are you a strong learner? Are you a strong reflector? Are you a strong contemplator? You know what I'm saying? People think that becoming rich is luck. No, ladies and gentlemen, there's a science to this. And a few of us have discovered the secrets. A few of us, ladies and gentlemen, have discovered the secrets. If you want to create financial independence, if you'd like to become rich, ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to become wealthy, ladies and gentlemen, you will have to discover the rules and laws that govern this universe that you inhabit. And the rules and laws that govern this universe are based on the concept of, for every cause, ladies and gentlemen, there is an effect. So, what are the internal causes that you're creating within you to result in the effects of wealth? The reason I don't get too specific on all the different causes that you can take up on within is because to everybody it's individual. For me, the causes inside was I had to take care of my health. I had to develop my physical body. I had to develop my mental faculties. I had to increase my knowledge. I had to increase my formal education. I had to develop my emotional intelligence. I had to develop my leadership ability. And finally, of course, I had to develop a very strong level of spiritual recognition of my soul and who I am, because from that spiritual recognition of who I am, I believe in myself. Like nothing can shake me. I can go bankrupt today, but tomorrow I'll be back. You know, these are the things that I had to do. So I'm not giving you very specific answers and directions. I'm just like throwing out ideas left and right, so you can grasp these ideas and see where they're applicable in your life. The day that will change for you is the day that you will realize that, you know, being successful is a process. Are you willing to craft a vision that is as long as 10 years away? Anything less is too short, in my opinion. 10 years away. And once you look at your vision of 10 years away where you want to be with clarity, are you willing to take the steps today, every single day, every month, and build yourself into someone who breaks free from the jail cell of society? I meet people in Vancouver all the time saying, oh, Vancouver real estate is expensive. It's too expensive to rent. It's too expensive to buy houses. No, it ain't too expensive. It's just that you can't afford it. You're not using your mind. Because there's people living in homes. How did they get those homes? How did they afford those homes? In the building that I live in, nearly every freaking condo in here is $1.4 million. Every condo, if they were to be sold, each one sells for $1.4 million. How is it that some people are able to pay that? And others can't even pay $500. I'm just on a rant. But anyway, you know, you can be financially successful. You can attain financial security. You can attain financial independence. You can attain financial freedom, which gives you the time freedom to do what it is that you want to do. Pursue your passions, ladies and gentlemen. Case closed. Ladies and gentlemen, so now that you have had my rant on financial independence, financial security, financial freedom, you may be in a place whereby you're sitting back and saying, thank you for the information, Mario, but what is it that I can do? What opportunities can I take advantage of that can send me down the royal road to the financial dreams that I have for myself that would lead to the realization of the vision that I have for myself? What are the tools that I have? What are the resources that I have? This is a very, very good question. I am here today to make an invitation to you. And this invitation will be based on a couple of things. Number one, if you feel that based on my communication with you here on our social media, the message that I put across, how I have put it across, my energy, if you feel that you resonate with me at a certain level, then I want to make an invitation for you to reach out to me and connect with me. I'll tell you why in a short minute. Before you reach out to me and connect with me, I want you to really ask yourself the question, if you are the kind of individual who is very, 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 very desirous of achieving the vision that you have set for your life. If you're willing to set a long-term vision and you're willing to go to work today, year in, year out, to achieve that vision, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm saying is this: are you serious about wanting to transform your life? If you're that person who's serious about wanting to transform your life and you resonate with me, then I would make an invitation for you to connect with me, because I have some ideas, I have some knowledge, and most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, I have a business opportunity that may, I'm not saying will, that may be an answer that you have been looking for, that will enable you to free yourself from the shackles of financial destitution. The invitation is open. Feel free to reach out to me through social media. I'm very active on social media, but only reach out to me if you're a very serious individual about achieving your goals and dreams, and I'm going to be here to have a conversation with you that begins with a friendship. I look forward to connecting with you. Have a wonderful evening.